better.
viewed and
And when
felt
someone like
and
that
the whole
does
beauty of life.
spread a
That's the
positive
beauty
message,
of it, right?
you
All
know,
of it, to watch,
obviously
observe, and feel it.
he's
To love it,
materialistic as
to
well.
know
He's got a
it,
bunch
to
of cars and a big
become it.
house, and he makes a lot of
All
money,
of
and he
it,
does
so
a lot
beautiful.
of movies. But
I love
what
you
he's
guys. Like I said, like, skip, like,
is
subscribe,
this
share, all that
very
stuff.
motivational,
Yeah,
very
great.
positive
I love you.
message, and that affects people in a very positive way too. And all that left-right shit and all this, all the battles that we have politically and ideologically back and forth, and all the negative venom that people spray at each other.
It's so
At
not
the end
needed.
of the day, it's not benefiting anyone
No,
unless you're
it's
fighting
not
some
the greater good.
major demon that the world needs to conquer.
And that's what we need to conquer.
Most of
Is
it's
the
not
negative
that.
demon,
Most of it is
the
like
devil,
finding
the evil
demons
that
out of
is
innocuous
forcing our
things.
minds.
You know, and I think
in the Bible, I'm
when
pretty
you
sure it
talk
says
about
for
what you have to
it
offer,
says,
what you
beware
have
of
to
the
offer
Jews
is
who pretend to be the Jews but are
that
not
you
the
are
Jews.
you, that you have
Because
this
I'm pretty
unique
sure they went into
perspective.
the nice little Jew
You
community.
can
Okay,
affect
guys,
the
this
way
is a real
people
true story.
view their own
The Jews were
journey in
so
life
nice, just
because
like all of
you've
us
been so
Canadians, and the
introspective
States. We're so
and
nice. We
so
could never
aware
fathom
of
somebody
your
doing
own
what we would not do to
pros
them.
and cons
But they
in
do,
terms of
guys.
your
They're gonna,
past
you know,
behavior, your
think of
current
Jerusalem, the whole
behavior,
story of
who
it.
you are
Okay,
now
so the
and who
Jews
you
went in
used to
there
be.
and they were
All
brought
that stuff
in
is
to give
fuel
them
for
dinner
people,
and fucking
'cause
they
can
brought the
relate,
people
they
in.
hear
They
it, and
fed them
maybe they
dinner. You know, they
collaborate to be
became
a
the
movie star
and then
this
they
famous
were
guy
corrupted. They
that
were
but they can
chained
relate
up
to
or
the
enslaved,
humanity
and they
of
were
the struggle.
sold off to
They
the
put
rest of the world.
themselves in
Okay.
your position, like what
And
must
then
that
in the
have
Bible
been
it says,
like?
beware of the
And look at
Jews
this
who are
guy
not the
who's
Jews,
made these
but
conscious
portray to be
decisions
the
to not
Jews.
be like that
Okay.
anymore.
So
He
it's the
dresses like a
corruption
homeless
of the world,
person
the
with a
money,
crazy
the
beard.
money, the money, the money, and
That's
all
the
of the
real
lies
take-home
come from
information.
that very
Dress
story
like
in
you
the
live
Bible that
out
you
of
would have gotten
doors.
slaughtered.
Yeah,
All
just
those
like
people,
you're
that's what I
a
was getting at
homeless
earlier.
guy in
Atheists,
Oregon.
400 years ago, think of this.
Specifically,
They got
though, people
slaughtered.
respect that.
Slaughtered.
Yeah,
You
it's
got
like dark
slaughtered
colors, you know,
if you
brings
owned a
up.
Bible, buddy.
Yeah, I get
So
the
imagine
reference. I understand
why,
American
even though we weren't
culture,
Christian, we know
Yeah,
for some reason,
so,
like, and we know
hey,
because
can I
it's-
do some
our
like
truth
Yeah,
of
information
following
related
God is
to
not
it?
within
Tell
the
me what
book.
it's called. What is
But
it?
This
that
book is
book
called
holds a lot
Mentors,
of truth
and
within it,
actually,
guys.
like,
It does.
I
That's
read
why
it,
we
bits
used
of
to
it
get
again because I
slaughtered.
knew I was
You know,
coming
we've
here,
only
and
had
I
that
think
book
it's actually
in
pretty good.
publication
Like,
and for
I
people
wrote
to
quite a
to
lot about
read
Brazilian
for 400
jiu-jitsu.
years.
You really
So
love
for
it,
only
huh?
4 generations
Yeah, I
of
do.
our
My writing
families
is not
has
from
that
a,
Bible
you'll
been
understand,
able to
not
be
from
able
a
to be read.
technical perspective. I'm not
Before that,
saying
you
this
got
is what I've
slaughtered.
got to say on
So
open
all of us that
guard.
think, oh my God, that Bible's done
It's
that.
a transition.
No,
I'm
no, no.
talking
Here's
about
the
how
truth,
the
guys. You got
psychological
slaughtered, so there's
impacts
lots
that
of truth
it's
in
had
there,
on me.
and there's a lot of
And also
telling you
in
who you
there
are and what you
about
are.
like the
See, if you
protocols
look
of
at
going to
that
a
book
group,
and
which
you
as a
understand
beginner are very relevant,
metaphorical,
but you touched on
metaphor
how
that book, baby,
ritualized it is.
because and do
I've
it for
got a
yourself
hunch
and
that
an
the
individual,
more
because
we
it speaks
emulate
to
and
all of us
connect
in
to
different realms
original
and different.
ways of human
It speaks to
behaviour,
all
whether
of us
that's
as children, as
dietary
one kin,
or
one divine
hierarchies
being, right?
or
All of us.
organisation
But
of
it
groups,
to
I feel that
individual
we
as
will
well speaks to
feel
each
a
of us
sense of great
individually.
connection. Now,
As
the
you know,
thing
we
I
are all
got from
created
going
in
to
His image
BJJ
in all
classes,
different
Genesis,
aspects
where
and
I go
subjects.
back in
We
England,
view things
is like
different,
that
perceive.
all the white belts get changed at one end of the room,
I haven't
the
even
purple
painted
belts and
yet,
above
not
get
yet.
changed
I'm
at the
getting
other
there.
end of the room, which coincidentally or not is where the control for the timer is and the control for the music is and where the kit is. That's all up that room, so end of the room, so all the control is that end. But it begins with sort of dancing around in a circle, doing all of those various exercises. Now lift your knees, now do the shrimping and that kind of stuff. It's that a lower belt shouldn't invite a higher belt to spar or roll. And like, as you say, the amount of respect, the bowing, the handshaking at the end of it. It's so sort of, it provides such a safe environment in which to deal with the primal. I can see why it's valuable, and it's like, you know, I should have been taught that shit when I was 14, 13, like as mandatorily, so that I didn't come across
we should not be going into school
you're
and
not going to be setting
books.
fire to
We should be
fields and
letting our
allotments
kids
and
grow
putting
and
frogs on
become
fireworks.
beings,
If you've got a
beautiful
way of
beings of
dealing with
humanity.
that primal
That's
energy,
what,
Yeah.
you know.
when it's
We should
coming.
be soul
Some
searching.
people that don't
School should be
understand that
soul
think that you
searching,
should
guys.
suppress it somehow.
Soul searching.
You should
It is a real
ignore
thing,
it or
guys.
suppress it. They don't understand that for
Wow.
men, it really, for a
Should not be
biological
fine.
male, it really needs to be tackled.
It's a brainwash. As soon as you tell a kid their name and put a word on anything, and you're brainwashing them from day one, guys. You're brainwashing our kids. We're allowing ourselves to be brainwashed to brainwash our kids. And then we're allowing them because they tell us what's right and they put us, they've separated us from our actual divine self, our God, our God is I, you and I, and we are conscious. We are of the energy of consciousness. That's just the way it goes. And they have literally separated us from the thought. We put ourselves, and then now we don't have that power. They've taken our energy and our dignity, and they've taken it, and they did it without our knowledge and our awareness. And that, my dear
as in
from
grammar,
day one of a word,
male and
from
female
every written
relate to
word,
certain words,
is
as in French
corruption
grammar,
and
where I
treason,
know
it is
cat is
fraud,
female
it
and
is
dog is male. I don't know
identity
the
theft,
system, I
it
don't
is
speak French,
kidnapping.
but I'm saying
It
that
is
we have labelled these energies,
complete
and it does seem that
of humanity
that there is a
from
particular,
all levels of
what I
any
want to say,
doctrine.
condemnation of
Anything,
male
even the
energy.
churches.
Do you think
the
I'm trying to misunderstand?
this whole
Yeah, and I also
earth
think it comes from a big
is the
generalization
kingdom of
too.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's easy to do, right?
The
And,
whole
and if you're a woman who's had negative
reincarnation of
experiences,
Jesus coming
maybe
back,
dated
because
men
it's in
that
our
have been
hearts now. We
physically
understand the
abusive,
truth.
or maybe,
See, when
you
the
know,
mark
men
of
that have
Jesus
been
on your
physically
forehead
abusive,
is your
and
third
you're
eye,
around
guys.
that.
You know, and
And you just,
it's really
it's
easy
very
to break it
convenient
down
and very
metaphorically.
easy
And that
to just
book,
generalize
even though
and
I
decide
still
that all
have
men are
trouble reading,
negative.
I'm getting through a
Masculine
couple.
energy is
I've
negative,
only done it,
especially
I know
white
with
males.
the books,
And if you
like
say
parts
that,
of
you
the
get
book that throughout
props
life
online.
that I've
People go,
learned
yes,
from
bro,
experience
yes,
and
clap,
listening to
clap,
people
clap.
and
You get excited.
you know what I mean?
But those
And
are also people that are
but I've never
short-sighted.
sat down and
If you
actually
want to make
read
as many people your
myself,
allies, you can.
and so
You
I'm
want to make
just
as many
getting to
people
that,
your
and
friends as
because
you
of
can. And
my
you have to
whole,
understand there's some
ride or
people that are
die
just
that we lived and
wired
died,
differently.
I had
There's
a
some
complete
girly
separation
girls,
from
and there's some
having
really
a
feminine
God,
men.
any
And
word
then
of a
there's some
God. You know, we
masculine
don't like
men,
the
and then-
word,
but
you know what?
everybody's
Shiva
okay
is
as
Shiva
long
as
as
well.
they
Shiva's
respect
like a
to
magical
they're
genie.
kind
Think
to
of
each
the
other.
genie in the lamp,
But the
guys.
problem is
Think of
we
it as
associate
as
certain
God is
behaviors
like a
and
magical
characteristics
essence
with
of
either
beauty and light,
negativity
and
or
then
hedonism
this beautiful,
or
penetrating,
toxic
loving light
masculinity or
is
someone
all
being
different,
a
beautiful
bitch as a man.
light,
And
transcendence, colors,
these
and
generalizations
not
are
color,
often
like
way more harmful
luminescence
and
of-
just it's just too convenient and
it is
easy
energy.
and
It is a
lazy.
Yeah, there
divine,
is no
divine,
simple way. And when I
conscious
think
energy
about
in
my
which
own
we
attitudes
are.
in this area,
See,
there
I'm
is a
not my
degree
mind,
of
I'm not my
complexity because
body,
I've got
I'm my
young
spirit.
daughters.
As
I've
Jesus
got a
says in the
2-year-old
Bible, if you
and a
die, or if you
1-year-old,
live
right?
as human,
And
you die as
they're,
human.
you know,
But if you live as
daughters.
spirit,
But when
you
the
die as
other
spirit.
day,
And we can
because I'm
actually
staying
pass
in Los
over, we
Angeles,
understand,
Gabby,
guys.
she's
We
Mexican.
get it.
She used to,
And
when
we
I
can
first
live
moved
full
out
spirit,
here,
because we
and
have
lived my
3 different
entourage
dimensional bodies or
lifestyle,
more.
she used to
Like we
look
have a
after the
physical
house,
body
and she
and
used to
an
think,
astral
oh,
body.
my baby,
So
my
we
baby.
are
She
also in
loved
the
me,
soul's
so
dimensional
I'll
realm
take
because we have
her
soul.
matriarchal
That's
figure
why you
wherever
can
I can
feel
find her.
presences
Gabby used
in
to
the
look after
room
me,
because
she
they're in
adored
the
me and
different
stuff. I stayed friends
dimensions.
with her. Yesterday
We
she
have
came
different
down,
types of
she bought
feeling,
like
right? Physical.
like what I can only describe
Well,
as
as
a
well, the
bikini
physical,
for
your
like my baby
energy.
daughter. Like a
I
2-year-old
love it.
that doesn't
Live
need
as
like,
spirit,
like
guys.
a bikini
In
like
the art of
top.
water and wine and breaking bread,
Burping on
he
the
broke
mic. I
bread
like
with
it.
all
For me, I thought
of
like, I don't want
humanity.
to put my daughter
His
in
2
that.
little
That's
things
sort
are
of,
fine,
in a way,
whatever.
sexualizing
He gave it to
like
everybody
that child
that
and
was
like
there.
so. And
Not
also
one
a
less,
lot of the
not
time,
one
like with
more.
my daughter.
Everybody.
I don't like with my wife, particularly with our first child. I'm like, don't dress
And
her
we
up in
know
little
this.
dresses and
Atheist
stuff
guys,
because she
you
won't
were
be able
riding
to
and
run
dining,
around.
you
And
were
I thought,
actually
oh my
following
that's
God,
not
just
that
so you
different
know.
from like
Because you were
the
following your
cliche
heart
of
and
a
your
male
free self.
parent
So
that
all you atheist
wanted a
mothers,
son. And I
all
didn't
you
want a
mothers
son,
out there
you
that
know,
want to
particularly,
argue
I
with
love
me
this
and
kid.
say,
I
oh no,
love
you
this
don't,
kid,
blah, blah,
but,
blah.
you know,
You guys
don't
are
make- I love
actually
having a
following
daughter,
God
a
as you are
daughter.
following
But,
your
like,
true self.
I
You're
am
following
aware
your heart and
that
not
these
soul
things
heart.
of
Your
like
heart
dress
and
a
soul
child
is
this way,
attached to
dress
the
a girl
divine
this
realm.
way, are
Therefore, you are
constructs.
not
Further to what we
being
were talking about again
corrupted.
before
You are
about
not
Michelle
following
Foucault,
any
got
other
locked down
God
before we
but
went live.
your
Like,
own
when we were
true
talking about
God.
Michelle Foucault,
Ha!
what he
In your
exposes a
face,
lot
atheist.
is
I
that
love
there
it. We got the
and
atheists.
Deleuze,
Jesus was a
Gilles
rebel, by the
Deleuze,
way,
is
guys.
that a lot of
He
things that
was
we take for
against
granted
any
as being
corruption and
normal
blinding
are
and
actually
the
constructs. And
slavery
when I
and
see a
taxes.
child's
He fucking
bikini,
went in
there's
and
no reason
he
for
ride or
any
die because
child
he
of
knew the
any
truth,
sex
guys.
or gender
And when
to
you
wear a
find out
bloody
and you figure it
bikini.
out, there is
So
a true God
a
that is
child
inside your
with
back.
tits
Just
is a
you can't see
terrifying
them
idea
that he,
for all
you
but
know,
a very
I've been looking
small
my
and
whole life.
terrifying percentage of the population.
gonna-
So like that is
Hold
an
on.
example
Girl,
of
stop
the
doing
external
that.
feminization
Why?
of a child.
Okay?
Like so when
Look.
there's an argument, a feminist argument of
Answer?
gender is a
Because I
construct,
was
I can
forced to
see
buy this one 'cause
oh
they were
yeah,
all
to a
sold out.
point. It is. There are constructs. Can't I, like my opinion is
I'm
you
not
can't
the biggest
argue
fan
with
of this.
biology. Chromosomes are doing
Because
what
it
they're
gives
doing
me
in the physical
trouble.
realm.
Yeah.
Okay, there. All right. I don't even know if you guys can hear me. I'm still posting this video. I don't even edit them before. I don't even look at them before I post them. So sometimes there's a couple like and you know what? People are like make all these comments. You know, you look onto me, but everything in these videos is my actual complete real. My emotions, my crying, the ups and downs, my realizations within my crying. I had a girl to say like, you know, oh my God, like you went from complete crying to, in my one video, I was like, but I went through the transition in my head, the transcendence of understanding that the now, okay? Because as I'm getting upset and I'm thinking of the future and the past, and I realize that I'm supposed to be in the now, and now is what we manifest, and I only want to manifest happy love and the sharing of truth and the happy smile and make everybody smile. So when I'm upset, I can make a whole room upset. But if I'm smiling, I can make a whole room smile, because the smile is contagious, because it's universal attraction, law of divine, right? It's your secret. What you put out, you will get back. So if I smile at you and you smile at me, then we'll smile together. All right, now back to the show. Oh, wait, I did stop too. Did I say See? Back to painting done. Maybe,
but like,
maybe I should like wait till halfway through my show to do that.
Daughter has
Smoking
made
with the
me
joints.
feel like I don't obviously, you know, you have daughters, or at least they three daughters. Like I'm certainly very aware of. I don't want to push them down some culturally prescribed avenue, whether it's about their dress, their sexuality, or anything. So I've got, you know, where am I on that dial? You know?
Yeah, you gotta just not put any pressure on them.
Ouch! I just
and
poked myself in the eye.
Enjoy their life. And let them find their path.
Yes,
that's
find your
what's
path,
weird,
guys.
Right? It's like I see people, they're getting their daughters to dress very, very feminine, little mini skirts and stuff, and they're 5 years old, and high heel shoes. I've seen little kids with high heel shoes.
I was forced to be like that the way when I was young, you know.
Yeah. Well, so you know, but for me that is being
background
sourced
of like,
from.
you know,
like, we can extrapolate that to then why should a 20-year-old woman wear high heels? I mean, I've read cultural analysis. I'm sure you have as well. Well, the lipstick is to emphasise the lips, because it's redolent of the vagina. The high heels is to make a woman seem more vulnerable and to accentuate aspects of body shape. Now, this can be seen as evidence of the influence of patriarchy.
You don't realize that you're actually dimensionally shifting when you open your third eye, and that it is reality.
The most important
that
people in our
reality
life
then
of
can become
the
you.
different
It is all
gender
of
or
us. See,
sex
so a
to
lot of
us,
what
you know,
people think, I'm God,
arguments.
But
you can see the influence of cultural forces that are, you know, not neutral.
Without the
Yeah,
actual,
you certainly
you
can,
know,
but
what we
I think
have
it should be up to
today,
the choice of the person once they're an adult.
just not
The real
having
problem is
that
putting
enough
pressure on them to dress
wide,
one way or
worldwide
another and not letting them
truth,
find
like
their
knowledge
place.
of the truth,
But
or
if a woman
talking of the
becomes,
truth.
you know,
So a lot of people
whatever
are afraid to
age
say
you
it,
decide,
and my
she
dad
wants
said
to wear
that the other
high
day. I
heels and
talked to him
skirt
like,
because she likes the way it
I,
looks. Like, there's nothing wrong with that either.
he
And
told me
our-
lately, he's like, yeah, he's
our-
like, all these experiences that he goes
the
through now, he just doesn't
demonization
even
of
tell
sexuality
anybody
is
because he's
also
like,
a
nah,
problem.
they
You know,
try and put me in
yes,
a psych
it
ward and
is
stuff and tell me I'm crazy.
almost as
They,
much
the
of a
billboards that they
problem
shove onto him,
as
and as I've gone through it
people
now,
who will
and I
prey upon
understand
vulnerable
all of
people,
his, all of my dad's
people
visions
that
and
think
all of
there's
his,
something wrong with
all
being
of his
sexually
little
attractive,
things
something wrong
being
with being
channeled.
desirable or
They
wanting
actually
to
were
be
talking
desirable.
about
There's nothing
all
wrong
of
with
it.
that
Like,
either.
it
That
is
kind of
amazing.
suppression,
It is
the
amazing.
suppression
He actually was told in a
these
dream to get
feelings
rid of
that
all
you
the
have,
stuff,
this desire
and he
that you
had
have.
to.
It's
So
very
his last
unhealthy
one
as
had
well.
to get rid of
It's
all
a
his
normal
stuff, and he
thing
did.
to
He gave
want
it
to be
all away,
sexual.
and he
It's a
went
normal
and
thing to
got
want
all
to
new
look
stuff
good. If a
from
girl
like
looks
Zoom
good in
or
a
whatever
skirt,
that, and
a
he
skirt
put
and
it.
high
He got a
heels,
bill
she
of
likes to dress like
$7,000 or
that.
$7,000.
Who
Now
the
this is
fuck
how this
is
small
anyone
apartment.
saying there's anything wrong
And
with that? There's
like
nothing
the day
wrong with
before,
that.
like
If
2
that's
days
what she
before the
likes,
day of,
that's fine.
like
Which
literally
is-
it was
what's
not
interesting
late.
to me
For
is
sure it was not late. It was before there, and they had $200. They said they had like $200 left over after, but that check came in the mail to cover everything that they put on in 1 month. It never went past one day of interest rate. Because those who walk with God do not want for any good, no good thing. Those who walk the path, it's there, baby. But that's the one that made me believe, as I am, and made me realize when I went through my own awakening, that boom, 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 oh my gosh.
They celebrate
The
that in
whole
trans
universal
men,
divine
the
plan is
transition to
really,
women,
really
and then
there, and it's
they really
awesome.
doll it up, and then they're
So
like, you
he,
go,
I know
girl.
his
And they're celebrating the fact that
channelings
this
and
person's
stuff had to
embracing
do with me
these
as well,
traditional aspects of
and
womanhood.
you know,
Like,
the
you
whole
see that a
awakening of
lot
everything,
with,
and it's
people that are celebrating
it's
trans
really
women.
awesome,
So
and
I
I
find it very
can't
fascinating.
thank
The
life and the divine and the God and everything.
Sort
So
of what
you
would be perhaps
the
could be referred to
the
as
hard path that I've
sexualised
walked
dress,
to get here.
or like I suppose in males,
This is
expressive
so
or
worth it.
garish clothing,
Time and
jewelry,
time again,
tattoos.
I'd rather
In-
die that
I
divine,
understand in
and
British
I
culture
looked
that
for the
these are
solidarity my
often
whole
indicators
life,
of class.
and I
that, like,
broke.
that
I
it's
dropped my knees and
typically
bawled my eyes
the
out
lower
in
down
complete
the
joy that
class structure you are, the more
how
likely
could
you
I
are
have
to
been so
dress in a
blind I
way
did
that
not
is
see that it's
exhibitive,
already all there.
or like women
And it's
from a
always
blue collar background
been there, and
dress
always
in
will
ways
be.
that are exposing and
No
revealing.
matter
Men
even
have
if I
leery cars
acknowledged
and
its
lots of
presence or
tattoos
not,
and
it's still
jewelry,
there.
expressive
And that,
ways
my
of
dear,
demonstrating wealth. The
has
higher
always
you
been
go
my
up the class, the more
moral and
subtle, the
ethical
more dressed down,
ride or
you know,
die.
labels, all that sort of stuff.
I've already
so
had
in
and
British
been
culture,
and
there's a
was
different
in
system of
contact
like a
with
different
everything
system
that we
for
are
referencing
looking
it.
for
I
as
wonder
in
how
our
that
soul.
worked in American culture
We're
with
just
its sort
off
of
that
like its
frequency of
evident
love,
and
guys.
much discussed racial
Solidarity.
divisions. Like certain things, it seems like
Humanity.
a subtle way of
Humanity's
condemning
God, guys.
particular types of womanhood
As you
that
unto
may
others,
not just
you
be
unto unto
sourced
yourself.
from dress this way for the male gaze.
It'll help
It
out.
can also be a way of saying dressing that way is an indication of a lower class background or of a particular type of ethnicity.
There could be that, but there's also the reality of males and females. Is there's a lot of fucking jealous people, and there's a lot of women that just don't have the type of physical body that looks good in a short skirt with high heels and a low cut shirt. and they don't like when they see it in other women because they're not comfortable with their own bodies. There's a reality.
That's
of that.
very true.
I mean, women get as much or more hate.
I
from
never
women
hate
as
on girls.
men.
I'll give me. Not one's bringing me off, I tell it the truth to everybody. Now, guys, you meet me and you are faking anyway. I will call you on that shit. But that is the best friend you'll ever have because I do not look onto you. I'll just tell you so that you see it in a different light.
There's one
so, you know, if you ever see me in perception, trust me, I'll still got your back no matter what. I'm just life lesson you. It's the hard truth. The hard knock life, buddy. It is the truth. Truth is love. Love is true. And it's just hard love. It's tough love.
I have to be honest, my wife is much
because you
more
want the
dominant
best for everybody that you love, right? And
much more
that doesn't mean being fake and telling them, oh, no, you're okay. You're okay. Oh, no.
Really
Let's call them on
negatively
their
written
shit.
about
Being like,
them,
she changes
no,
you need to smarten up. That wasn't right. That made me feel like, you know, tell yourself.
Change diapers away.
Don't
Just my wife, you know, regardless of our respective sexes, is the more efficient, dominant parent. She's much more likely with me. If my daughter goes, I want that chocolate, the answer from me is, oh yeah, all right. You know, I can't bear to see the resistance, the emotional explosion. I conceive much too early. I tap out very quickly with my 2-year-old. My wife is much more known. Let's play the long game. Let's bring up a child that's not governed by impulses like you. And I spoke in fact to that Gabor Mate, that expert on addiction. He's amazing. And he says, because of your own anxiety and pain from your own childhood, with no disrespect to my magnificent parents, you can't handle seeing your kids suffer, so you straight away bite and do what she wants.
Don't matter the words, don't matter any
there's so much complexity
in
the reality of our personal little domestic relationship. I'm certainly not saying and everyone else should run their household in that manner as well. And so help me God, any man that changes it.
We are both the same energy.
That's what happens, I think, in modern media, is they change what you say, then you have to defend what they said you said.
You're the one on one, buddy.
I'm not saying that because my wife is a woman, she should take more domestic. I'm just saying that in our household, she seems to have a set of attributes and characteristics that make her take control of that aspect of parenting. And it's like the desire to judge, condemn, and object is the priority, as opposed to, you know, no one's looking to go, oh, who cares, or what, you know.
Well, it's also that they're doing it publicly, so they're doing it if you're either reading comments or you're reading articles, and if you're reading articles, they're just looking for something to be upset about. They'll watch you, and they'll say, okay, is this a viable target? Yes, we got confirmation. What he said about changing diapers or his wife being a better parent is a viable target. Let's go after him. And then they just formulate some bullshit argument about who you really are, based on what might have been a throwaway or a concession to your wife, or even just a compliment to your wife.
Self-deprecating. People take within the word and they take it in themselves and they perceive it within their own self-reflection of what they think and what they would perceive it as. And then they put it on other people. That is not right. I do not like when people do that to me.
One of the things that came out of all this Facebook algorithm stuff is you find out that Facebook realized somewhere early on that the way to encourage
Facebook is of those.
Is to get people upset.
Beware of those.
They get way
those
more
false
engaged
people
and they go back
that
and forth
pretend to be your friend but are not.
Interact with these posts way more if they're upset than they do if they agree with it. If they agree with it, they might give it a like or a thumbs up.
They also have all the Federal Reserve, and
but if
they've manipulated you to believe them. Money makes the world go round, honey. No, it doesn't. In fact, it's killing off our true friends, and they've killed a lot of them just to make that money.
Thousands and thousands of interactions.
Feed our planet to make that money to fucking feed our families. When you can eat out of your lawn, by the way, all day, every day. You can eat leaves, grind them down into flour, dandelions and leaves. Think about how many dandelions and leaves fall and die, and we cut them up and go to work.
It is resourced from
slavery, guys.
Because that is a type
slavery
of AI.
because they condition you into needing materialistic things, and they are going to walk you into dependency. Like the Agenda 2030 says, sustainable development, yeah, it would be great, but it's not going to come from the government, okay? That is coercion and corruption, and it's always been. And Canada, Justin Trudeau, you are not our government. You are not the government, guy. We are the government. This is an electoral motherfucking government, okay? And that means the people are the government. government.
None of us
I am the government, and I think you should go because you are treason to all of Canada, Canadian. You are treason, treason, all that shit, tyranny. You're fucking corrupt, buddy, and you are against all of humanity, and you need to go down. You need to be accountable, and we'll meet your maker, puppets.
And a better father, and a better co-worker. You know, like a lot of people aren't afforded those environments. And
people, government, stand up. You are the government. Stop telling yourselves and stop being like, oh no, we'll never change. No, stop telling your fucking selves that stupid shit, okay? I'm gonna smell again in a second because see, this is where I get upset. So you guys need to stand up, be accountable for this. Understand you are the government, so am I, and so is the rest of us that are one. There is nothing for us to fight about, and stop not talking to your neighbors. Love thy neighbor. Say hello. Learn some names. And when you go to the store and you're in a line of 10 people, don't sit there silent, afraid of everybody. Say hi. Introduce conversation into all people in the lineup. So everybody's one. Because we have nothing to fear but fear itself, guys. And they have conditioned our lives on fear.
I'll respond to these things, put some out.
Fear and the social acceptable ladder.
I don't want to engage with that. I don't want to like walk up and down any street, knocking on the door going, do you like me? Do you like me? Do you like me? I don't want to deal with people's responses in various conditions.
Well, it's also much like the articles. The way people get a response out of you, or the way that people to get your reaction is to say something really negative. You look at sometimes when people are not that savvy when it comes to social media. One of the things that you'll notice is they'll interact, and I've been guilty of this in the past. Before I sort of realized what I was doing, you would only respond to negative things. And people are arguing with people. Meanwhile, people are saying nice things to you, and you ignore them.
Yeah,
I'm really bad at that.
At a certain level, you don't have
because it
the
tells you
time. It doesn't exist to respond
to love
to
yourself.
It's not possible.
And accept somebody's love for you.
On one of your posts.
When somebody tells you,
does anyone have time to respond to 13,000 people?
But wisely know the difference.
You can't. And then you have email, and you have Twitter and Facebook.
It's just giving yourself up. It's giving your energy away. So know the difference wisely.
There's not enough time in this world.
So you would personally would have responded to things that caused the more visceral...
Yeah, if I saw someone saying something that was untrue, I'd be like, fuck you, that's not true. And then I realized, like, why? Like, what are you doing? Like, this is a new thing for people. There's never been a time where people have had this instantaneous interaction with people, unfiltered, unmoderated, globally.
Yes. We can spin and spread this love around, baby. Let's use this internet and the technology for the better. Imagine what we are. Look at what we can do, guys. And if we stop letting a system and everybody govern us, and we start being like this, one-on-one, and we talk to our neighbors, and we live in the moment of now all around us, we have freedom, buddy. We are not conformed by a word. Not at all, and I'm sorry, but they can play the imaginary game themselves. They come to my house and they try and put a word on me, and then they try and put a rule on me. You are in some trouble. That is treason, it is tyranny, and it is total crime and against humanity and of my freedom and my rights as a divine birthright. I'm sorry, but you don't get to make up my definition of who I am and my birthright and what my reality is. I know my truth, okay? And that's what you have conditioned out of everybody. But I know my truth. I know I am free. I know I am of the divine, which is all of everything. And you can't tell me anymore about having to fear death and all this stuff. I know I have past lives, and I know that my lives are not of my body, therefore they're not past lives. My soul lives of immortality on a path of many adventures. My multiverse within my universe is what I call it. And you can't take that away. Except they're going to try. Justin Trudeau also, he went out and got some, he's trying to order a bunch of guillotines. Guys, in the wars, in the Vikings, they used to slaughter, they used to cut your head right off, because then your soul doesn't get to Canaan then. You never find heaven, you're done, you don't get there. And that's why Justin Trudeau, the war crimes against humanity, it's why he is ordering guillotines, because he wants to separate your head so that you don't make it to heaven, okay? Because they know these concepts, they know what we are. They know what we are a long time ago, and they've actually been brutally against us. We're not the only us. We're not the only ones here. Like, there is... Think about Walt Disney Frozen. Frozen on ice, right? Why would he be frozen on ice if we know, and you know, if you find within yourself, which they've assassinated a lot of people telling you these truths. If he knew, and he would have, like, come on now, we knew this within our backgrounds, we've heard these all stories, and my babies. If he knew, why would he be frozen waiting for immortality, guys? It only makes one sense to me, and they actually have the Mickey Mouse Club recruiting kids and stuff. Like, think about it. The Mickey Mouse Club recruited kids for the people that could freeze themselves, as my lizards once froze in a move of mine, and as they froze, we thought they were dead, so we finished packing and put them in the corner, and then the next day morning, because we just left them there and deal with it later. They were all running around again. So a lizard, a reptile, like, the draining of the swamp maybe needs to be done, and maybe it's reality because they were recruiting the kids and coercing your mind with the TV and, oh, we're your best friend, we love you. No, you fucking don't, okay? You want to use me as a zoo creature, and you think I'm a fucking cow, and you look on to me like that, and then you smile at us because you think we're stupid. And you literally have degraded everything about us because you want to be us. See, if he knew he was soulless and waiting for immortality, that means he was not of a soul. Then they want to corrupt, and they want you to constantly be a slave for them to create what they want of you. They want you. And you don't let them have that, baby. Stand up, guys. Stand together, or divided we fall. But we're going to stand together because we're smart. We are one and the same. And the more, the more we let ourselves to look at our eyes, observe our life, and really think for ourselves. Stop telling them, stop giving all those wars in your head that you're not allowed to do things. You're free, baby. Free and sovereign. Use your freedom for the best. Not to fit in with the Joneses, but to find your true self, to become the evolution of humanity. This is the time of Age of Aquarius, guys. Age of Aquarius, where the Jupiter is aligned with Mars or something, and it's like part of my song, Hey Baby. It also talks about the Jupiter and Mars and stuff, and over Mars. Oh my gosh. And I also been to Italy, where I've seen the depleting nutrients in Mother Earth that is also of the Earth of Mars. See, the red sand, it means it's the malnutrition of the Earth, as the Earth is a living thing, and they don't care that they cut it. They don't care that they kill it because they're not, they're soulless. You gotta really start thinking, guys. If they told you over time and time and time again your truth, no, you can't, don't think of that. That's not, it's an absolute. No, there's no absolute. Absolute can't happen because one little tiny change in anything would be
a better way to
it's a polarity, it's the seven hermetic cosmic universal principles.
One of the beautiful things about
any little tiny change,
so complex.
And it changes the absolute. Therefore, the absolute is never changing absolute. They never change it now, but see, they've known how to coerce it and combine it, and then.
And way to chain moves together.
Corruption of humanity. And Justin Trudeau, I'm sorry, guy, you gotta go. You really gotta go, especially when you are using our birthrights. They're corrupting our minds and telling us he's your friend, he's your antichrist, guys. Here in Canada, Justin Trudeau is your antichrist. He is telling you that he loves you. He is breaking you as he's the agenda has always been there to come over to the west side or come over here to the United States and build up North America and South America and build a bunch of fucking Sioux slaves and have them dependent and walk into the government, trust the government, love them, depend on them, and then we are slaves, complete slaves. They're gonna kill off the ones that don't fucking, that are like Jesus. They're gonna put them on the cross. They're gonna cut off their head. They're gonna try and sever the truth of our conscious divine selves, guys. So all you atheists too, you want to stand up because your freedom. The atheists, the ones that are the meek, we all need to stand together, guys. As no building stands within you and God. Nothing. There's no four walls that it is contained. It is the universe, and we are part of it. So we need to defend our mama and our dad, It's time to stand together. As it is Age of Aquarius, and or it's the Emerald Tablets, both the vision of God. You look up both those prophecies, my dears, and you better want to. You want to because this is living life truth. As a prophecy is that they knew they were given the knowledge because we can download the knowledge within our brain, our computer. It comes from the astral pressures, from the spiritual realms, from evolution of actual spiritual life known to the earth.
Different from mine. It was mine after my daughter's. How am I supposed to ever do anything
they want to convince you it's just a body part, but
like
it's a
drowning in hard water. The way they move
okay.
and fold around me. I'm like, oh,
but
what am I supposed to do?
Those tells you what's happening right now. He gave you a smart man. He
but the thing
told
is
you.
with other
He shows you right into the prophecy of Thoth
what I feel is like there
what you will
is my
see in
ego
that
comes
book.
back in,
That
because
prophecy is exactly what you will see in this real life. So you know that's true. You can see it happen. Look it up, guys. You don't want to miss it. This is the ride or die right now. This is your choice. This is your soul's path. It's the fork in the road for all of us.
24 hours just sitting.
This is our fork for all of mankind, for all of us as one. So we either stand together or we fall. Divided we fall. And this is that time when we need to make that decisions within ourselves and around everybody, every single one of us. And there's not one person in this video should not be shared to us. This is the fork in the road. It is now. It is now. This is the now. To stand in age of Aquarius and love one another and not allow any corruption anymore. Stand together and stop dividing us, because if we don't stop, then those prophecies that 2/3 of this planet is going to be gone. Only 1/3 will survive, and it'll be a hectic row again. And we know these, as everybody thought Noah's Ark, he was crazy. Oh my God, no, he lived through that flood, guys, because the spiritual realm helped him out, and they asked him to do it. Because once again, mankind back then was doing a lot of wrong. And the Lord, the divine, the creation, the creator of the creation didn't want that. He wanted good, he wanted love. He, she, it. We are not of any mean word. So any type of separation that comes out of this, it's not real. I gotta let my dog out. I hope you guys can hear me over top of them, because I do have it loud right now. Here's like there, so maybe not hear them.
It's also makes sense to defend against something someone used to catch you with. Say if someone's really good at taking your back, they choked you a couple times, and then one time they take your back, but you defend and you get out. You're like, I got out. Yes, oh, there's an escape. I can make this. I'm getting better.
Back to the whole Justin Trudeau needs to go. We need to understand that he's ordering guillotines because he understands your soul, and he's trying to take you away from your soul, your creator. He's trying to get God. And also with the nanotechnology, guys, that computer that is going into your brain, which is the connection or the thoughts and the connection to the energy, and the computer nanotechnology, they take over the energy. That's, I think they're trying to take away see the whole spiritual realm war of good and evil, of the devil and the divine, and it's there, guys. You just never seen it through your 3D eyes, but it exists as well as you can see it within our 3D physical realm now. You put two and two together, like we are different. We have two bodies. This body is just my vessel, which alchemy and stuff in the Egyptian, the scriptures before the Bible, guys. So like look past, go further back. Jesus was just one of us. He is I. He said, and I know it's been rewritten, but he said, I am God I am a son of God, as are you. I am a son. I am because I am you and you am I. Except for the reptilians, guys. And I don't care what you guys say anymore. If you have a conspiracy theory, which is just a theory that has been like totally watched and fucking every part of it, every scrutinized person, every truth seeker fucking watched it for over. When it can ride or die just as long as your Bible and all the truths and everything and all the gurus and all of the truth that you know to be true, if you can't debunk that and you can't prove it wrong, which trust me, they haven't been able to. And they have more evidence showing that the reality of it is that they would only condition you to believe that you're the only one so that your head doesn't wander for free thinking. They have taken in course all of your free thinking. And if you allow yourself to just disintegrate all the words you have ever known, from the time you were born to every single thing they have ever corrupted into your mind, the zombie apocalypse, they just filled it in there with no thinking for yourself. Take it all away and you'll understand the fucking facts, man. Okay, so we are, it's not good, and I believe seeing Mars, they're talking about going to Mars, we can inhabit it. Okay, Mars was inhabited. It was inhabited before it died. It was a living planet, just like Earth. And if you look in Italy, where the Vatican is very bad, okay, you go into the Vatican, it's all dragons, guys. Okay, I didn't like it in there. Okay, and God is not within the four walls and a bunch of dragons. Okay, dragons, if you look it up, is symbolism for